Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected.
Escort him to the bench and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
R1 button. Square button. R1 button.
They go play action. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Square button. Square button.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Mills. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
R1 button. R1 button. Cross button. Triangle button.
Another try after the first down sack. Mills. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. Sometimes you're there too soon.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage. You're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
R1 button. Cross button. Triangle button. Square button.
Mills.
Square button. Square button.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Square button. R1 button.
Goes to the air again.
Triangle button.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This a fake.
Square button.
And it.
Step. What game is? Yes, exit to menu. Entering team select screen. Away team San Francisco 49ers selected. Jacksonville, Detroit, Carolina, Las Vegas, Baltimore Ravens selected. Baltimore, Atlanta, Washington, New York, Jackson, New York, Detroit, Green Bay, Carolina, New England, Los Tennessee, Houston Texans select. Ready. Still ready. Quarter length option is set to 9 minutes. Quarter length option is set to 10 minutes.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is the National Football League. We'll see Davis Mills and the Houston Texans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man. But he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
Triangle button. R1 button.
On 1st and 10,
button.
Mills. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
R1 button.
Mills now.
Circle button.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Jackson now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mills on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Mills throw taken in by Collins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mills throw taken in by Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's Mills being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want to fighting for big plays and first downs early. Not fighting just to get...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's the option, running right, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime?
15 cents. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow finds his way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Triangle button. Square button. Square button.
1st down,
Square
Mills.
button.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Now Mills.
Cross button. R1 button.
He'll fire one end zone for
Cross
Cooks.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Mills on 3rd and 2.
Triangle button.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Cross button. R1 button.
Again, it's Mills. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained.
Enter instant replay. Entering exhibition playhouse when you have 9 options.
Nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button.
Off the play fake,
Mills. He'll buy
Circle
some
button.
time right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Mills able to make something out of it and pick up the 1st down with his legs.
Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Circle button.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Texans will take over. 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now looks to throw on 1st down.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prime time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And here's Jackson on the option.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Jackson will throw again.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And the ball is knocked out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense, and they were able to do it.
The Ravens off. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one
overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you have to bring the quarterback in. Hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 66 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Malik Collins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first.
R1 button. Circle button.
To throw,
R1
Mills on the move to his
button.
left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 20-yard gain. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mills to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
R1 button. Cross button.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And some room to maneuver. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now here come the Ravens.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to...
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 9 options. Resume is selected. Instant replay. Entering exhibition play now. Screen, you have 9 options.
Pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. That one complete to Prochet. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Triangle button. Cross button.
On play action,
Circle
Mills.
button. Cross button.
Rolling to his left.
Triangle button.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second.
Entering exhibition play now. Screen, you have 8 options. Resume is selected.
They go play action.
Circle
Mills.
button.
They'll roll
Circle
him out
button.
right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
There he goes, and for good reason. Has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mills.
Square button.
To his left.
Square button. Square button. Square button.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Cross button.
Play fake. Mills.
Square button. Square button.
Rolling to his right.
Square button.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Triangle button.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Steps away. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Forced out to his left. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Entering exhibition play now. Screen you have 7 options.
I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Triangle button. Cross button. Square button.
Bills to throw
Circle
for it on
button.
fourth.
Circle button.
Dancing to his left. He'll fire one
Cross
in zone
button.
for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans tried it, but they come up.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering exhibition play
And the
now
Ravens
screen.
are
You
going to
have
get
9
the football
options.
back.
Resume is
The
selected.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's a good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 9 options. Resume is selected.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at
EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Entering post-game, you highlight finish game is selected. Entering team away Indian Kansas City Chief Dallas Cowboys selected. Los Angeles Cleveland Cincinnati Minnesota Houston Texans selected. Seattle Sea Baltimore Las Vegas Carolina Panthers select New England Detroit New York Green Bay Packers selected. Detroit, New York Jets, Jackson, New York, Jacksonville Jaguars, home team selection Philadelphia Eagles, Miami, Dallas, away team selection, ready. I refuse to let these dirty devils make my goal a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Entering game settings screen, you have 9 options. Game style option is set to simulation is selected. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought quarter length option is play clock remaining. Stadium option is set to Cowboys open. Time option is set to 4:15 p.m. Play quarter length option is set to 9 minutes.
Took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully with envy, so why we so
today from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Quiz pop-up menu, you have 2 options, and yes, exit to menu. Entering team selects away team select home team selection Washington San New York Jacksonville ready. Enter quarter accelerated clock option is set to on. Play stadium weather option is set to partly cloudy. Weather option is set to windy. Weather option Weather option is set to partly cloudy.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. And the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. The gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott from the gun. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. An
drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Now Lawrence on first down. Being chased out left.
Button.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first down, 2nd and 10.
Triangle button.
Lawrence will throw.
Triangle button.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button. Circle button. R1 button. Square button.
First down,
Triangle
Lawrence.
button. Square button.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Prescott looks to throw on first. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Triangle button.
Break away
Triangle button.
and take control of this game.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Triangle button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Throw on first down with Lawrence.
Square button.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heat.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 9 options. Resume is selected.
A little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great...
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 8 options. Resume is selected.
Body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Touchdown, Jaguars! 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Square button.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Button.
Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 7 options. Resume is selected.
To the 25.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 7 options. Resume is selected.
First down.
R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Button. Square button.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball through, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Square button.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Triangle button.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button.
Lawrence on the move to his left.
R1 button. Square button.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll drop to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Prescott on 1st down. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And again, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Jaguars getting set to go. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Lawrence pushed out to his left, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Square button. Triangle button.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Triangle button.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
R1 button. R1 button.
Lawrence.
Square button.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
Enter instant replay.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On third down, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Rolling to his left. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Now Prescott. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Prescott yet again. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball more. Get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return possible here as they angle.
Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 7 options. Resume is entering exhibition play now screen, you have 9
Jacksonville
options.
set to go again offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Triangle button. Square button.
On 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock. But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for first and 10.
R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button.
Out of the gun.
Square
It's
button.
Lawrence.
Square button.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard.
Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 7 options. Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 9 options.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
R1 button.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had most of it in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Play action. It's Lawrence to his left. And now a fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, You've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll give this off to Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Hasty will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Prescott now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Triangle button.
Now
Circle
Lawrence
button. R1 button.
steps away.
Square button.
And he works
works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Snap will come from 31 on 2nd and 7.
Cross button. Triangle button. Square button.
From the shotgun. Lawrence.
Cross button.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence being chased out left. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him, and now it's third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Draw play, Etienne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Square button. Triangle button. Square button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Lawrence.
Square button.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Team now first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne from 13 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you know. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got Rome. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Patterson now for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
9 yards on the play and a first down. Prescott from the gun. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To the air again, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Hilton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
R1 button.
Now Lawrence
R1
to
button.
throw.
R1 button. R1 button.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now Dak. Left side to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. To throw, Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Entering post-game screen, you have game is selected. Entering team select screen, the Philadelphia Eagles, the home no away team selection, Washington, Phil, Miami Dolphins, Cal, Kent, Low, Air, Cleveland, Buff, Chicago, Houston Texans selected, Pittsburgh, Seattle, New Close, New England, in Los Angeles, Washington, Atlanta Falcons, Washington Commanders selected. Atlanta, Philadelphia, Miami, Dallas, Indianapolis, Kansas City, Miami, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Washington, San Francisco. Away team selection, Kansas City Chiefs. Ready. Skill level up. Ready. Ready. Quarter act stadium option play event type games game event type accelerated clock option is set to off.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. San Francisco 49ers versus Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Square button. Cross button. R1 button.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
R1 button. R1 button.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Triangle button.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 9 options. Resume is selected. during exhibition play now screen you have Madden options.
Absolute tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Purdy. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And the grab by Croft. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Dances by him. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Holmes to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Working with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Gonna go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Waiting from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Purdy now to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here comes Tony on the return. Oh, good move. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Entering exhibition play now.
Kansas City. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead.
Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Triangle button. R1 button.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Cross button.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
He's going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And a good quarterback facing some coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt. There's no pressure. He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Triangle button. Square button.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing here, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy, that's caught by Jennings. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them?
Touchdown! Nicole Hardman. with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. We talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with McCaffrey off the option. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Square button.
Left. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Circle
And look
button.
at this, it's a fake.
Square button.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Brought down by Willie Gay. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
On 1st down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 8 options. Resume is selected. Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 8 options.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
R1 button.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Holmes to throw once more. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a night.
And McKinnon is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Purdy now on 2nd down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Purdy from the gun. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Mahomes on 3rd. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And look at this, another fake.
Square button.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
2nd and 9. Purdy.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers get a bit closer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now in punt formation, but they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The kick by Gould is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense is set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls. This isn't working, and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little.
R1 button.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Square button.
And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they're just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's starting to fall into the category of unfair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering the receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll it out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football. I
think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
taken at about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. To throw again on second down. Purdy got a man. That's Ayuk. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On first down, it's Purdy. And the grab by Croft. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Purdy. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 8 options.
Incomplete pass. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Purdy sets up to throw again. This is Jennings. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joshua Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Purdy, big 4th down play. Connects with Kittle underneath. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Loss button.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They would be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 71 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Triangle button.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Rolling to his left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Entering first game screen, you have 6 options. Finish game is selected.